Why in the world was this movie made?
Holiday Road. And we're back. Guys, it's been a fun ride. The
Some
vacation
people
movies.
say there's a one.
Oh, stop.
What's the other song that they do?
Jimmy Buffett?
No.
Besides Margaritaville?
No, the vacation series has another song. Across the USA, something like that, right? What's that? We're going something.
Keep going.
I forget how it goes. I don't forget the words.
Vegas Vacation has the best songs. All the best songs.
Born.
Is that one?
Born.
Born to be alive. Yes, it's
I saw that one once. Is that one?
That's
does that
not
one
enough.
hold up?
That's not enough.
Does that hold up?
You haven't seen it enough. It's the best
No,
one.
It doesn't hold up.
It is the best
It's the
vacation
best one.
movie. It's the best one.
Me and Harris both like it.
It is the best
Matt
one.
Me
is
too like
mistaken.
it.
It is so fucking good. It is so funny.
It's not terrible, but it's just
It's
like
the best.
It's PG.
It's not terrible because it's the best.
You ever talk to Matt about something that he's just wrong about?
Nope.
And he refuses to admit it even when you could see in his eyes the sadness because he knows that he's wrong. There's like that little deadness inside where he's like, I don't know why I'm still fighting this fight, but I can't let it go.
Joining us for this recap is a friend of the pod, Alex Parslow.
I don't know if I'm a friend.
Enemy of the pod. How can I forget?
Here's, at this point, Alex had to record a Planet of the Apes podcast, and Matt has abducted him and is his ride home. So he's fucked, and he's got to sit here through our vacation recap.
Best, I'm an unwilling participant. Possible enemy.
He
of
is
the
fully
podcast.
restrained.
Fully restrained.
You got him in the Hannibal Lecter full get up.
All right, let's get right to it. Okay, so we're talking about our least favorite vacation movie. We'll go from least to
Ooh,
best.
I wonder what it could be.
Oh man. Oh, it's very close. Okay,
Really?
so ready. First movie up. National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Of course.
It has an average of 5.75. Colin gave it a 6. Harris gave it a 5. I gave it a 5. And who was our guest? Your Will?
Yes, that
Yeah.
was Will.
Your will.
Will
Harry.
Your
McLaughlin.
Will and
Yeah.
Testament.
I don't know.
He gave it a 7. How do we like those scores, boys?
I wish I could move Will's score down. I nailed mine, though. It is a 5.
Yeah, Will seemed to really like
He
that
had,
movie.
he had nostalgia. The reason we had him on is because he told me that was his favorite vacation movie, and he wanted to do that one, and
That's odd. Let's never have him back.
nobody else wanted to do it. Everyone else is like, "This is the worst one. We don't want to do it." And Will came on and was an advocate for what the fuck is this place?
Yeah,
Machu
this is
Picchu.
crazy.
Colin's got some screensaver on his TV that's showing like these
This is
circular
not a screensaver.
hinges.
This is a,
No, it's
a
Machu
documentary.
Picchu, and it's
No, it's
drone
moving art.
footage, right?
Moving
Moving
art.
art.
Yes, so it's drone footage. So it is.
Beautiful.
It's a
Yeah,
fucking
it is a
It's
screensaver.
pretty distracting.
It looks good, but it's crazy. I guess I got to go to Machu Picchu now.
I used to live in Machu Picchu.
Yes, keep going. Tell us more.
Is that a real thing that happened?
No, not
Okay.
at all.
I was gonna
It's like
say,
it's
I don't
way
think
up
people.
there.
I don't
It's like-
think
it's
you're
like-
allowed to live in these things.
You like
There's
can't
nothing
breathe
to live
up
in.
there
It's
or
like
something,
way up
right?
the mountain. Like they didn't know it existed until like the teens or 20s, because it was just like hidden up there, right?
Oh, like
Yes.
Kathmandu.
It's way up there.
Yeah, it's like you gotta climb a mountain to get up
Wakanda.
there.
They
It's
were like
ridiculous.
incredibly advanced.
and it's really their ruins. Right?
Yes.
So it's their ruins that we didn't know about. Until like 100 years
Archaeological
ago.
site.
Interesting.
The Inca.
Can we do a podcast about that?
We are.
Please.
This is what we're doing right now.
Yes. Machu
So,
Picchu.
like, let's just make up
National
facts
Lampoon's
about it.
Vacation Machu Picchu.
National Lampoon's Machu Picchu. Yeah.
So nobody's changing their European. Do we have
So
anything
we're
to
pretty
add to
locked
the
off with
Europe-
that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this: the next one up is the Vacation reboot, the 2015 movie,
Oh man,
and that has an average of 5.88.
I did
So,
like that. I did like that better.
I liked it better too.
It wasn't a good movie, but I liked it better than the first.
I don't
one.
know if I liked it better.
European Vacation, yeah.
But if I don't decide to change anything, I won't have made a decision, and then I won't have put any effort into anything, and that feels right.
Yeah, it seems right.
This is crazy. I mean, what the fuck are we looking at?
Do I need to turn off?
Yeah, you
some
might have to
roofing
turn this
art?
off. It's really dazzling.
See?
They've like built.
I'm mesmerized.
They've
Don't
built
turn it off.
homes-
Don't you dare turn it off.
They built homes into the rock wall and they've painted them.
They made
The
like
Inca.
a first aid kit on the side of that mountain.
The
Yeah.
Inca held a vast empire.
What the? Like,
These are
hey,
like
let's
little
build,
houses.
let's build houses. Oh, should we use these logs here
Let's
to build a
just carve
cabin?
them
No,
out
no.
of the rock of the wall. No, don't carve caves.
Let's-
Carve things that look like houses just on the side of this fucking
Let's do
cliff.
the most difficult thing we
Yeah.
could possibly
Yeah.
do.
Did you guys when I
Can't
was
breathe up here.
when I was a kid, like I was super fascinated with like Pueblo type structures, like living inside the mountain, just like on its side, and my house was made of it. I don't know why, but I was really into it.
And so you did live in Machu Picchu.
Did
No,
you
I
make a
wish I
house made out of guano? You did.
No, I did not. There was no guano available to me.
Okay, so moving on. We're not changing scores here.
I'm not changing scores.
We are locked in.
But like, what if we lived in like mountain houses, like now, like with this population?
Then we'd be doing this over Zoom. I don't know what to tell you. We'd be stuck in our mountain house.
No, we still. I mean,
know
we
where you're
have
going with
transit. We have Did you ever see? Okay, did you ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender with the city of Umashu, where they got just a bunch of like little
Are you
No,
talking about
Colin,
the M. Night
nobody
Shyamalan
has
classic
seen that.
film?
No, not him. Not Shyamalan. Damn it!
What are we, in
Shouldn't have
Easter
said
Island here?
anything.
Come on.
I'm sorry. This has nothing to do with the vacation movie.
Yes, it does.
Oh my God, there's
Ooh,
a
there was
skull in that.
skull.
There
Oh,
was
that
a
was
skull
sick.
in that weird thing.
Yeah, this is.
I-
Kind of like that Easter Island statues a little bit. don't
Yeah,
you
they
think?
look like Easter Island statues, except they're made out of like terracotta or something.
Easter Island's also really cool.
I want to
Oh, yeah.
go to
There's
Easter
a
Island.
lot of things.
There's not
that-
much there anymore other than the statues. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
We
And,
talked
like,
about
it's
the film Rapa
some Easter
Nui on
eggs
here.
too, I think.
Yeah, Rapa Nui.
Alex, have you ever seen or heard of the film
Yeah,
Rapa Nui?
I've seen it.
You have?
Yeah. I thought it was kind of cool as a kid. I mean, I don't think it is a good movie. I don't think if
Who directed it again? It's like
can't-
someone
mom,
big.
I think
Who?
directed it. Your
My
mom.
mom. Yeah.
What
So
what
good.
year is it from?
It's like 94 or 5.
Oh.
It has I think it has the guy. No, I was gonna say the guy who played Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat. No, actually, it's not that guy. It has a different guy who was
But was it the guy who directed Waterworld? And was it that
Kevin,
guy?
It's not Kevin Costner, but Kevin something else. was
Yeah,
his
Kevin,
name.
whatever his
I
name
think
was.
so.
It was like
he
his
did this
follow up to
movie
something else.
between two other like movies that we've definitely heard of.
Wow. We're being pretty vague now, and also maybe not talking about anything that's related to anything anymore.
I know, it's terrible.
But Robin, did you guys like that movie?
We've never seen
We've
it.
never
We
seen
should
it.
probably
Wait,
cover it
what?
for this show.
It's got a pretty epic
Rapa Nui?
and chase because like the whole I think it's like loosely based off of the
Easter
truth, where,
Island,
like
yeah.
they'd have to find like an egg off of this like island that was in the distance. So they'd have to start on their island and it'd be a chase where you could do anything, even like try to kill the other guy. And then have to swim in the water and there'd be like sharks like killing them and they have to climb the mountain.
We all know what a
just to
chase
find-
is, Alex.
Just to find this one egg from a very special bird that like only the nests are only like on this one island. Okay, I'll shut up.
It stars Jason Scott Lee and Isai Morales, and it's
Yeah.
directed by Kevin Reynolds, right? The guy
Yes.
who did Waterworld.
What else did Kevin Reynolds did? He did something else
Oh,
too.
I
right?
know why, because he did Robin Hood.
That's right.
Prince of Thieves.
Yep.
And so this is the movie he did between Prince of Thieves and Waterworld.
Right,
And
right, right.
it's strange because it's a movie that it only made like $900,000 or something like
And
that.
Jason Scott Lee was from the Jungle Book movie,
Yeah.
the old one, and then I think he was in the Bruce Lee the Dragon movie biopic. Okay, let's get back to the vacation.
All right, next
series.
up is Vacation 2015. I already said it had an average of 5.88. Colin gave it a 6. Harris gave it a 6. I gave it a 6.5. And
Boo, boo.
our guest for that episode was Jeannie Joe, and she gave it a 5.
Yeah, it was fine. It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Which one?
The
reboot.
reboot,
or Lego
Still
sequel.
talking
the
about
Ed
it?
Helms classic.
How was Ed Helms as replacing
Rusty?
Fletch? Or
Chevy Chase.
Well, he wasn't really replacing.
Well, that's the
him.
thing is that it's a Lego sequel, so it's like it's
playing
He
Rusty.
plays Rusty, the son,
oh,
grown up.
got it.
And so Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo make an appearance.
This
late
is
in the
kind of
film.
stuff you should know if you're going to be on the vacation recap.
Yeah, come on, Alex, get with it, dude.
I'm only on it because I'm here and I'm stuck. All right.
Yeah, I think the overall consensus for that movie was that it was better than any of us thought it would be.
Could have been way worse.
I just hate the shit pool scene. It's too
Oh
gross.
my god, that was actually really good though. That
So
was,
gross.
That was one of my memorable moments. That and him hitting the cow. Actually, Chris Hemsworth was pretty funny in that.
Chris Hemsworth dick.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth's giant cock
fake
was
penis.
funny. Yeah, all in all, not bad. Not better than European Vacation, but that's a low bar to clear.
Yeah, this is a magical place that I want to go to.
What the? Why are we?
What was
still...
so bad about European Vacation? I don't remember that one.
It's
It just
just
didn't
not
have a lot of
funny.
jokes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just really didn't have a lot of funny.
It's got a lot of set pieces, but it's
not
like
that
they
bad, though.
forgot to write the jokes for the set pieces.
Yeah,
It's like, let's go to Germany and go to
It's watchable.
Because
beer
they definitely
fest.
that's one I feel like that you do hear the least about in some
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
The pig in a poke is very funny, and I want a pig costume.
They go to like Oktoberfest and like nothing funny happens. They just like dance and stuff. And
Yeah.
then like they go to where else do they go? Oh,
Rome.
we're looking at rock
Paris.
structures.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
They ruined Stonehenge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's
knocked
like a lot of
Stonehenge
like
over.
a lot of like zany ideas that never gel into actual jokes with punchlines. It's just
There's-
that whole idea of like a joke that has like a setup and a punchline, and then you laugh out loud, which happens in pretty much every. Like I think that's the one movie that I probably didn't laugh out loud at all. Even the remake or the reboot was
Got you a couple
Got me
times,
a
yeah.
couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a scene where they're on the airplane going to Europe and they all fall asleep and each person has a dream sequence
wacky dream.
that they focus on and all four
None
of
of
them
them are
are
funny.
not funny. Yeah, it's very odd.
It's like they just thought like, okay, well, we're gonna write all the set pieces, and Chevy will be funny, right?
Yeah.
But then
Right.
Chevy was on a lot of coke and was in a bad mood, and he's like, I'm not gonna be funny on this one.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
F
that's
you.
probably a little of what was going on. Yeah, and they were like recycling gags that they had left out of the first one, which is why John Hughes got credit for writing the sequel, even though he found out the sequel was happening when it was like.
He like read about it in the trades or something.
Yeah, I read about it like that it was coming out and that it had already been shot, and he was like, "What?" And he's a credited writer on it because they were literally using gags that he had tossed out from the original movie in the sequel, which is just it's a bad sign. But yeah,
So Vacation Reboot as the
lock it in.
we're locking it in. All right. Next up is let's see here. Okay. Wow, interesting. The original Vacation movie, National Lampoon's Vacation. It averages out at a 7.5. Colin gave it an 8. Harris gave it an 8. I gave it a 7. And our two interns gave it a collective 7.
You have 2 interns? Oh my god.
Do we
did.
still have
for
them?
the
Poor-
summer?
Oh,
Those poor
gone.
interns.
Yeah,
they're gone. They stopped interning for us, and
They-
that did not kill them.
They appeared on the episode and basically were like, "Yeah, we're
The
done."
best was like at the end of it. They were pretty good. Like I would email them, they would write back, they would do things, get whatever tasks I gave them. At the end of it, I was like, "Well, guys, school's starting. It's been real. Thank you for your help and whatever." They never replied to my email.
Did you give them credit?
I don't know. I mean, I
don't
assume
know?
I assume they got credit. They never like came to me. I didn't have to like sign anything.
I actually had a random PA gig that I was like, oh, it was a paying gig, and I was like, somebody industrious could probably make some money. I
and one
reached
of our
out-
interns was also a PA.
I reached out to them. I was like, hey, if any of you want a PA or even recommend some of your friends that you think would be capable to PA on this thing, and it's a paying job, and didn't hear back at all.
I could have
ghosted us.
done that.
They hate it. I think you were working.
Oh.
But yeah,
I do work sometimes.
Yes, you do.
I also reached out to them and asked, why did you intern for Matt's podcast?
Only to ghost us and break our hearts. Yeah, I
They
know. I
truly
don't
ghosted
understand.
us,
it.
yeah.
Sad.
Anyways,
That's what the young people, they do the ghosting more freely.
I love the first Vacation movie. I think you should probably go higher than the 7, but I personally don't think. I think
Wait,
my
is 7 what I
think
did?
my 8
I
no,
did
you
8.
you did an 8. We did 8s, Colin.
Yeah.
Matt inexplicably went low and only gave it a 7.
It is true. It is inexplicable, and I think I have to make a score change.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
That's right.
What is this thing here? I'm
my
sorry.
God.
We're still looking at the TV.
magnificent.
Dude, this is way better.
Seriously,
I
guys.
thought I would put something on that was like a screensaver and we would like easily not have to pay attention
Guys,
to
forget
it.
about all these stupid movies that we've been telling you to watch.
And I can't
just
stop
watch the
watching.
Netflix. What is it called?
Yeah, what is
I think
this
it's
called?
Moving Art Machu Picchu?
Moving Art.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, Moving
episode
Art
is
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu.
It's remarkable.
Fantastic.
Highly recommended. I'll give this 10 Tivoli Dolphins.
Brought to you by Netflix.
Now, all right, guys. guys, I know that you love Vegas Vacation,
It's the best. It's the best one.
It is the best.
but are you in your right mind thinking that movie is better than the original Vacation
I
movie?
just said it's the best. It's the best one.
Yeah.
Because if I change my score, mathematically, it still does not put Vacation above Vegas Vacation.
That's okay.
Sounds
with
right.
me.
It would
Yeah,
need
that-
one of you to change your scores
That
as
makes
well.
perfect sense to me.
So I'm not going to change my score. Fuck it.
All right. Just leave Vacation.
What's so great about
Down there.
Vegas Vacation?
Nothing.
It's Papa Giorgio?
It's the Nick Papagiorgio, and it's the funniest. It's got like the most
Wayne Newton.
JPMs, I think. Wayne Newton is amazing.
Have you ever seen Wayne Newton in a film?
I've actually seen Vegas Vacation, and I don't remember any of it. So
Exactly.
That's because
This
it was
is the
too
problem.
good.
This is the problem. This is why you're like, what's
saw
so
it
great about it? Because
2
you don't
weeks ago
remember
and don't
that
remember
it is
anything
funny
from it.
from start to finish.
It was
It's
too
very
good.
good.
Whatever. All right, we're locking it in.
You probably reached a point of pleasure that like actually deleted your memory.
Yeah, that's possible.
I'm sure that's scientifically accurate.
No, they talk about it all the time in science.
That's the tagline.
Whenever you orgasm, you're like, where am I?
I remember picking up the Vegas Vacation like actual movie box and said, "You'll reach an apex of pleasure that will cause you to forget you."
I think honestly,
The
the best.
Surgeon General had to put that on there. You know,
Surgeon General.
That was the thing. It was like, I think it says in that box, it gives you a warning. You must rewatch this movie multiple times because you will forget it because it's too pleasurable. Don't watch it just once or you will not remember how awesome a time you had.
I will say, I think the best thing about Vegas Vacation is the movie poster. Him on the roulette table, like sprawled out.
Yes, that's not.
I think that's pretty fun.
That's the only thing I remember.
But also Randy Quaid is amazing. It's the best Cousin Eddie. It is
No, it is not the
hilarious.
best Cousin Eddie. The best Cousin Eddie is in a movie we're going to discuss soon. All right, so we locked that in. That was the original National Lampoon's Vacation, which we barely talked about. Then, of course, next up is Vegas Vacation.
I can't believe it's only the second highest rated.
It's
one.
got an
That's
average
it's
of
a crime.
8, a solid 8. Colin and Harris gave it a 9. Oh, and we had no guest for that episode, and I gave it a 6.
we had Eunice.
What did
Eunice Smorgasbord.
What did Eunice Smorgasbord give it? Why isn't her vote counted?
Her vote does not
I feel like
count.
she would have given it a 10.
Alex, do you know who that is?
I do not.
Well, why don't we bring her out? We actually have her here.
What?
Hello.
We never had this happen before. In the 4 or 5 years that we've been doing this show, our guest for that episode bailed at the last second. And it was like to the point where these guys were already at my house. Like there was no way to get anybody to watch the movie and like come be on our show. So we just had to do it without a guest. It was very sad and unfortunate.
Is that why you picked me up? You're like, I got to make sure.
Eunice Smorgasbord can't be a two-timer.
No, she's
But Eunice Smorgasbord will be our guest every time that happens.
moving on to bigger and bigger, better things.
Yeah. I hear she is eating with silverware out of dishes now, which is nice. Good. She's progressing. The next time she comes here, she might have bathed. She's a little bit feral.
Everyone knows she's super hot.
I feel like I should give. I feel like I should give Vegas Vacation a 10.
No.
I love it so much. I'm not going to. I'm not going
Be
to.
bold as
Guys,
fuck.
I even just checked. If I lowered my score from a 6 to a 5, it makes it a 7.6, which is still.
Why would you lower your score? It
Higher.
is such a good movie. How
can't do
are
that.
you telling?
I just feel like it's shameful that the original movie that started it all, we're ranking it less than.
I
the
don't
fourth
understand
movie.
how you.
You
could
don't
think-
understand shame.
I don't even understand how you could think Vegas Vacation was a 6. That's mind-boggling to me. It's like the funniest movie we've ever done on this podcast.
No, it's not.
The number one funniest movie.
It is
We've
aside
easily
from the Three Amigos, it is the
Oh,
funniest movie that we've ever done on this podcast. And you think it's a 6 out of 10? Do you know these scores are out of 10, right? Like 6 out of 8,
You guys,
maybe.
You guys don't know what's.
It's insane. It's insane to me. In fact, I'm not going to give it a 10, but I should give it a 10 because it's that good. It's funnier throughout than any of the other vacation
wrong,
movies,
There's a
including
sin.
Christmas
There's
Vacation.
a sin. How dare you say that in my
It's
presence?
not as slow at the beginning as Christmas Vacation is.
Christmas Vacation is not slow.
It is
ever.
slow. It
It's got
Opens up with a cartoon.
exactly.
That's awesome.
I deducted,
awesome.
I deducted a full point for that.
The JPM ratio in that movie
is
bar
just
none
below
the
Vegas
best.
Vacation. That is
No.
the best JPMs. Honestly,
Vegas Vacation starts with him driving in a car, singing a song.
granted,
Yeah.
also not great.
Beach
This
Boys.
is-
It's Beach Boys though.
Yeah, it is the Beach Boys, and it is funny, but it's definitely funnier than the cartoon. That is one of the two reasons that I
But
deducted
the cartoon
a
has a
point.
delightful song being played over it, the Christmas Vacation
that's
song.
not by the
it's-
Beach Boys.
yeah, it's
But still,
it's
it's
Mavis
catchier.
Staples. It's not bad. But
Okay, so are we at the final one?
We're locking that in, I guess. Yeah, so we're at the final one. What is considered by many to be the greatest film, the greatest Christmas film for sure. But many also say it is the greatest film ever made.
Many people also say that Vegas Vacation is better.
We're talking.
Wait, if I lower
Many
mine on
people
Christmas
listen
Vacation,
dozens and dozens of
We're
people.
talking National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. everyone.
if I lower my score on Christmas Vacation, will that switch them?
No.
What if we both lower our scores? for Christmas Vacation?
But we still have that option.
No.
We have the nuclear option. We can turn the keys.
I want to do the math on this because
Can you do-
two of the three of us believe that Vegas Vacation is better.
Can you do the math?
No, because you know why? Because then I'm going to lower my Vegas Vacation score.
You
and
can't.
that'll
You locked
fuck
it in.
up.
You press
We
the
already
button.
locked
You
it
press
in.
the
We
button.
locked it
I
in.
have the power. I can go back in time, much like apes can in Escape from Planet of the Apes.
We looked it in.
You press the
Look at
button. I
that.
saw you press
All
the
you
button.
can do
Red
is
flowers.
all you can do is raise your Christmas Vacation score.
Harris has gone
Settle
buck
down,
wild
Harris.
mad over there.
God, it's
He's
a
knocking
brawl.
shit over.
It's a brawl.
So what is the score? What is the score?
Roger Ebert is rolling in his fucking grave listening to you guys.
He's just
The
rolling his
scores.
grave thinking, I can't believe I didn't give Vegas Vacation a higher thumbs.
Okay,
Is there something
got
above up?
It's got an average of 9. Colin gave it an 8. Harris gave it an 8. I gave it, of course, a 10. And our guest Christian Odlin gave it a 10.
That's insane. You guys gave this a perfect. So you think it's a
It's a
perfect
fucking
movie?
classic. It's a Christmas classic. It's one of the funniest movies of all time. Vegas Vacation is the shit on the bottom of my shoe compared to Christmas Vacation.
All right. I am going to go ahead and change my score on Christmas Vacation to a 7, even though I believe that Christmas Vacation objectively is probably an 8, but I'm going to change my score just because I feel like you guys just. I don't.
Can we
like,
do the math on that? What is that?
I refuse to change
I don't I don't understand how you guys gave that movie a 10. It's a good movie, but it's not better than Vegas Vacation, and it's not perfect by any means.
I just remember the neighbors being really funny.
Oh,
right?
yes,
They're like
Julia
the ultimate
Louis-Dreyfus.
80s
Yeah,
yuppies.
it's pretty. Yeah.
They're like,
Christopher
why
Guest
is
brother.
the floor wet?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I don't know.
It's got its
Todd.
moments. It's got its moments.
that would knock it down to an 8.75, which still it's still higher.
Well,
than
I'm gonna
Vegas.
rate it
What
a
is
10 as
What
well.
is Vegas Vacation?
Vegas Vacation is it's just an 8 flat.
No, we're never going to get it there.
Wait, my 1 point is worth 0.75 average points? No, it's not. My 1 point's worth 0.25.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We can't get this to an appropriate score.
Shit.
Just for the record, listeners,
Welcome
Vegas
to hell.
Vacation is actually funnier. But I don't want to shit on Christmas Vacation. This is the problem. I actually undo my change. It's fine. I
You
can't
did the
do-
same thing.
people are the worst.
Listen, I
math
can't.
doesn't
I
work.
can't do anything about Matt and Christian overrating Christmas Vacation. But at least my
Christmas
scores are accurate.
Vacation.
Vegas is a 9. Christmas is an 8. That is the way it is.
Christian was a ringer. He didn't evaluate it properly.
Exactly. He just
was
loved
giving
it.
a 10 no matter what.
Yeah, he was brought in just to give it a just to juice it.
He's a
just
man
to
of
juice the
he's a
score.
man of good sense and comedy chops, obviously.
He has colognes.
What?
He's a man of good sense.
sense. It's a pun.
6 cents. He sees ghosts.
And we're locking it in.
Yeah, we're all locked in. I don't hate this, but it's you guys just
Yeah,
think
no, I
Christmas-
think this is-
you guys love Christmas Vacation in the irrational way that fanboys who just have a stupid attachment to something do. You know, you can't see.
We
can't
talked
see the
about it
flaw.
on the show that it's one of those movies that like it's always on Christmas season. You gotta watch it. It's like one of those movies that you can just always watch. It's hilarious.
There is
You
one
can't
thing.
see its
Holds up.
you're incapable of seeing its flaws Unlike Colin and I, who can rate it
Yes.
objectively,
That's right.
and also can objectively rate Vegas Vacation.
That's right.
Which
I
has
think
the
you
best
guys are
I
blind.
can objectively say you're an
Much
idiot,
like
and you're wrong.
a gambler stuck in a Vegas hotel, not
Alex
knowing
Parslow,
what time of
you
day
haven't
it
even,
is.
You haven't even watched Vegas Vacation recently. You would be shocked at how hilarious all the Nick
The Nick
Papagiorgio
Papagiorgio stuff is overrated.
the
There was
Wayne-
like
and the
one
Wayne-
scene with him.
It's underrated.
It's underrated. The Nick Papagiorgio stuff makes that movie.
His
and also
yellow
Wayne
sport
Newton,
coat?
Wayne Newton is perfect in the best. It is the single best person playing themselves in a movie ever. 10 out of 10 for Wayne Newton in that movie.
Wayne Newton.
I feel like you
Wayniac.
guys are trolls, though. That's what
No,
it sounds
no,
like.
no,
It feels
no.
like you're
You
being
think
trolled.
There's
that
no
because
such
you
thing as
think that
trolls.
because you
Are we
haven't
under
watched
a
the movie.
bridge? Because there's some fucking trolls.
There's
in
no
this.
such thing as trolls.
You haven't watched the movie recently, so you don't understand that everything I'm saying is 100% accurate.
Well, how can I? Apparently, it gives you an apex of pleasure so high.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It causes you to forget you ever saw it. So clearly, you guys didn't receive that much pleasure because you remember it so
No,
well.
we just
No,
see
we
it so
just-
often that you
we just
become
keep
inured to
seeing it over
Yeah.
and
Oh,
over
you guys
again.
are limp now when you watch it.
Exactly. At some point,
Yeah,
just like in Hellraiser, at some point you just become numb to the extreme pleasure that you're getting, and you look for a new.
That's right. Vegas Vacation, the Hellraiser of pleasure. You heard it here first, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
like basically Vegas Vacation is like
Chevy Chase's pinhead.
That was also on the VHS cover.
it's like jamming needles into your genitals to get a little extra pleasure out of them once you've seen it all.
I'd rather jam needles into my genitals than have to watch Vegas Vacation again.
That isn't true, you liar.
You're lying. You're lying.
You enjoyed it.
Dare you?
Nick
Wait,
Papagiorgio is hilarious.
What's the Harris? What's the kind of sled that Chevy
saucer.
uses? Yeah,
Rosebud.
I just like how he says saucer.
Saucer.
How does he say it?
I don't know.
Saucer.
Saucer.
He said he didn't. Sometimes he says it.
Saucer.
Saucer. Does it sound
No,
weird?
you're
when I
thinking
say
of sorcerer.
saucer.
Saucer.
One
That's from the Harry
one
Potter.
who drives a saucer.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring me my saucer. This Machu Picchu is a majestic
Oh my god!
place.
I have
Now
to
this
go
gets.
to Machu
I mean,
Picchu.
10 Timothy Dolphins. We can all agree on that.
yeah, for sure.
Much
Well,
better than
guys,
all the
I mean,
vacation
okay,
movies.
so Vacation I think was a fun series. It was down between it was a Colin pick, and
Yeah.
he chose Vacation over Predator, which we will do at some point on this show, I'm sure. But I thought it was I was a little scared because when we've covered comedies in the past, it's just been us like quoting it throughout the episode.
and that
like-
was what happened, right? I
not
feel
really.
like-
We
No?
were pretty
did
good.
Okay?
We were
All
pretty
right.
good, I thought. Yeah, I don't know. Chevy Chase, he holds a special place in my heart and the tip of my penis. I think.
Chase Place. There was a bar called Chase Place near where I grew up.
There's a place called Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I always
I
thought that
used
was
to
strange.
live
Is,
off of-
is he named after that place, or is the place named after him,
think
or is there
people-
no connection?
Coincidence.
Yeah, I used to live right next to a Chevy Chase Street.
It's in Glendale, right?
Eugene, Oregon.
Oh no!
There's probably like dozens of them all across America.
I don't
I
understand.
think it's in
that. I don't-
Maryland.
Well, it's a
is
stage
where
name. I
this-
feel like he saw it on a sign once, and he was like, "That me."
Oh, you think that's it?
I don't know.
I think
That's a
you're
theory.
Let's never actually research this. I don't want to know. The mystery is more fun.
Yeah. Well, we all know its proper name is Chevrold.
Chevrolet. What is his real name?
Chevrolet Chastity.
Chevrold Chastity.
I'm just gonna Google it. Chevy Chase real name. Let's
Born Chevrold Chastity.
take-
Earl
I
of
bet it's Chevy
Ch-
Chase.
Chocolate.
Wait, we should all
Via
bet.
the
We should all bet on what
third.
his real name is. I'm betting it's Chevy Chase. Nobody else could pick that.
Junior.
You think his parents named him Chevy Chase?
Chevrolet Chastity.
I think that's the safest guess than all the other names in existence.
Are you?
I'm taking Chevy Chase.
Put your hands
against,
atop your head so that it doesn't blow off. Okay,
I'm taking Chevy Chase against the field.
guys, we're about to be talking apes. I think there's a huge connection here. I see how we went from Vacation to apes, and it's because Chevy Chase's real name is Cornelius Crane Chase.
Wow. Cornelius.
Cornelius.
he didn't like being called Cornhole Chase. And so
Yeah.
by Chevy.
Yeah.
Cornelius. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm Cornelius, but my friends call me Chevy, and I would have just been like, "You're Cornelius forever to me."
Corny. Call him corny.
Corny. That actually kind of fits.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Wow. Well, do we have anything else to say about the Vacation series? Last chance. I thought it was a fun ride.
yeah. All I can say is I found out long ago it's a long way back from Holiday Road.
Holiday Road.
Oh.